tonight, but he wants to thank Perry Veterinary Clinic for being the absolute #1 place for animal care and pet needs in the area. Our thanks to Perry Veterinary Clinic for sponsoring our beloved Dewey. And now it's time to introduce the man with the loudest bark. He's faster than a shark, and he's ready to take over the ballpark. Let's hear it for Luda.
How are we doing today? We're not worried about this rain, right? I said, are we worried about this rain? Okay, there's only 2 games left in this season. Your Muckdogs already clinched the playoffs, but tonight we need to support them against those Pioneers. Make some noise for your Muckdogs! I know you can make more noise than that. I said make some noise for your Batavia Muckdogs! Send it back out to you, Paul.
Thanks, Luda. Tonight's starting lineup are now ready for the Elmira Pioneers, who are managed by Andrew Drum. Leading off, playing shortstop number 4, Amy Grabowski. Batting second, the after hitter number 29, PJ Gramsty. Batting third, DH number 8, Cooper Smith. Batting fourth, the center field number 1, Brett Baker. Batting fifth, third base number 12, Manuel Castro. Batting sixth, the second baseman number 10, Benjamin Rowe. Batting seventh, the catcher number 35, Brandon Dudek. Batting eighth, first base number 17, Michael Palmer. Batting ninth, the left fielder number 7, Cam Levesque. Batting 10th, the right fielder number 23, Vincent Bavada. And the starting pitcher tonight for Elmira, number 40, Larson Burke. And ladies and gentlemen, the rest of visiting Elmira Pioneers. And now it's time to make some noise as we introduce to you the starting lineup for your 2025 Batavia Muckdogs, brought to you by Convent Bank. Tonight your Muckdogs will be joined by the Colonel Heated Air Baseball Buddies from Grease Gladiators 13U and the Lindenville Summer Series. Your Muckdogs are managed by Joey Skip Martinez. His assistant coaches tonight are Colin Cox and Julian Pachardo. The Muckdog Clubhouse manager is Eric Mazicki. The HQ Hood Bad Boys are Malachi Harris, Noah Dunham, and Nolan Brown. And additionally, the Muckdogs official team trainer is provided by Rochester Regional Health. Now here's the starting lineup for your Batavia Muckdogs. Leading off from the University of Oklahoma, playing right field number 10, Brandon Horton. Horton right field. Batting second, the shortstop from Humphrey University, number 1, Tyler Castro. Batting third, third baseman from Tulsa University, number 46, Omar Carrera. Then the cleanup spot, catching from Keystone College, number 5, Cooper Fett. And the fifth, from Swing Park, number 27, James Bolton. Batting sixth tonight, Tony Sidney of the game from Keystone College, the left fielder, number 7, John Mendas. Batting seventh, first baseman from Thomas Jefferson University, number 21, Justin Espinal. Batting eighth, the extra hitter from the University of Dayton, number 99, Jacob Besto. Batting ninth, playing second base from Alfred State, number 9, Caleb Walker. Batting tenth, the center fielder from San Xavier University, number 3, Travis Hammond. And starting pitcher tonight for your Batavia Muckdogs from Double State Community College, number 25, Kevin Sandler. And ladies and gentlemen, the rest of your Batavia Muckdogs. Now, fans, we ask you all, please rise and remove your hats. Unfortunately, as it continues to rain. But fans, I'm pleased to introduce those that will be performing the national anthem. Members of the group, Both of the Road. Let's welcome them to Dwyer Stadium.
By the dawn's
locally live to Dwyer Stadium from Batavia, New York for Elmira Pioneers baseball, as tonight the Pios hit the road for the final time this season, beginning a 2-game road trip against the Batavia Muckdogs. Good evening, everybody. I'm Farrell Hudson for the Elmira Pioneers Baseball Network. The Batavia Muckdogs have taken the field behind their starting pitcher in Gavin Chandler, which means let's get you the Elmira Pioneers starting lineup. Andy Grabowski, the shortstop, DJ Grabowski is the extra hitter for that second. Hugo Smith, with that third. Brett Baker, Leo spot. Triple play center field. Castro at third base for that fifth. Then Murray at second base for that sixth. Brady back to the catching bat seventh. Mike Palmer at first. Bat second. Kenny at left field for that ninth. We got the batting order is Vincent Kubala is the southpaw. Gavin Chandler for the Dwyer Muckdogs. On the season for Chandler, probably their most reliable starter. Got the lowest ERA in the Batavia Muckdogs, checking in at 1.69 across 2 innings of work. He's only given up 6 earned runs in that time, 2 strikeouts. His pitching, however, to the Burley Giants for 302. So incredibly strong runs in the field, walk contact on the ground. Pioneers will look to do that here tonight. Pios have demonstrated putting up some good offensive numbers. Last game out here against the Muckdogs, Pioneers 1 down 3-0. The game was taken control for the most part. It was a good start last time. The Muckdogs, as they've seen a couple different arms this season. Pablo Sims has pitched multiple different Muckdogs arms, as maybe we can look at a couple more, but Davis still fighting for that top spot in the BGCL West Division. It could come down to a decisive game versus the Jamestown Sharks tomorrow. The Batavia Muckdogs right now in first place in the BGCL Western Division. A 7 in their last 10 for Jamestown, 28-13 across 41 games. Half a game back to first place Batavia. Last time we checked, they were ahead 10-4 over the border at George Taylor Field in St. Catharines, Ontario, against the Niagara Ironbacks. Jamestown has won 5 in a row. Pioneers saw them back at Dietrich Park on Wednesday night, 8-2 in their last 10. We're ready to go here on this Saturday evening from Batavia. Gavin Chandler from the left side of the rubber kicks and fires a ball low to Aiden Grabowski. And we are underway. Start time is 6:45 p.m. on this 80-degree evening in Batavia, New York. Fastball dribble with Grabowski in the box. Nice crowd on hand, per usual, for the Pioneers Muckdogs. 4th bout of the season here in Batavia. Overall, Pioneers won 5 through 6 ball games against the Muckdogs. Batavia appearing in the West Division Championship each of the last 3 years, as Grabowski pops it into shallow right center field. Hammond comes in and he puts it away. Very casually throughout number 1. So Grabs is retired. 1 out and the base is empty. Here comes DJ Grabowski. Grabowski sporting the best batting average for any Pioneer who has played 20 games or more this season. He's at .364, 14 extra base hits, 2 homers, and 25 RBIs. Both Raton, Florida native, awaits the first offering, and he fouls it off first base side out of play, 0-1. Overall numbers for TJ Grabowski: .497 on base percentage, .566 slug percentage. 0-1 foul back from Grabowski, and he's behind the count, 0-2. Mention for Gavin Chandler, making his 8th start on the season, averages between 4 and 5 innings each start. All things considered, still a 3-1 record. So, doing his part for the Muckdogs. Chopped on the ground to third. Coming in is Carreras. The throw across the diamond, not in time. Unable to be picked in the dirt by Espinal. It's going to go down likely as an E5. No, for now they're going to say hit for Grabowski. Pioneers will take it. Infield single for TJ with 1 out. So with 1 on and 1 out, that brings up the right-handed hitting Cooper Smith. Pioneers designated hitter. Appeared in last night's ball game as well. A double in the bottom of the 9th inning. Unfortunately for the Pioneers' sake, it did not come around to score. A crazy ball game at Dunn Field last night. Pioneers trailed by as much as 5-0, then 6-2, 11-6. Closed the ball game to 11-10 as the breaking ball catches the outside corner, 0-1. Chandler to Cooper Smith. Lefty on righty matchup, 1 on, 1 out, just underway. Here in Batavia from Dwyer Stadium. Fourth time Pioneers have come here this season. They're winless in their first 3 appearances. Second ball game of the season Pioneers play here as 0-1 misses outside, 1-1. Let's get you the left to right in the outfield for Batavia. Sean Mindis in left, Travis Hammond in center, and Braden Horton over in right. 1-1, fouled off by Smith. Left to right in the Batavia infield. Omar Carreras at third. Tyler Castro-Terres the shortstop. Caleb Walker at second. Justin Espinal over at first, and Cooper Fesh behind the plate. Carreras did short lead off at first in the 1-2. This is high and away, 2-2. Pioneers playing the first of their last 2 on the season, game number 43 of 44. Pioneers finished off 13-7-1 record at home. Grounded, and it goes through the second baseman, Walker into right center field. Gromesti's going to coast around second. He'll motor into third. Pios have runners on the corners with 1 out. So it'll be an E4 on the second baseman, Caleb Walker. A hit and an error in the inning. Set up ducks on the corners for the cleanup man, Brett Baker.
Batting fourth, center fielder number 1, Brett Baker.
So Brett will step in the ball game last night, 1 for 4 for Baker against Niagara Falls. Dumped an RBI single in the bottom of the 6th inning. Baker, the welcome addition out of UMass Dartmouth on the season, performing incredibly well. A .323 batting average. Lefty on lefty matchup. Chandler a look at first, and Dixon fires. Fastball high and away, ball 1. For Baker on the season, he's got 21 hits across 21 ball games, 3 extra base hits, a homer, and 14 RBIs. Even with the bag at third is Carreras, 1-0 with 1 out, firing back to first. Taking a look at Smith, who's got decent speed off the first base bag. 4 stolen bags on the season for Coop, who continues to improve upon his formidable .830 OPS. Has a short lead off at first. As Chandler peeks in, fires the 1-0 breaking ball, totally missed from Baker, and count 1-1. Chandler working quickly. Out of the stretch position, left side of the rubber. 1-1, breaking ball outside corner for a called strike 2. So it'll be a 1-2 to Baker with 1 out. Pios have the game's opening run 90 feet away. A hit and an error in the inning. Baker looking to make Caleb Walker and the Muckdogs pay. Chandler out of stretch position inside. Almost flipped the jersey of Baker, 2-2. Nonetheless, a nice frame job from Cooper Fesh. He's worked nicely behind the plate so far all season long for the Muckdogs, a .988 fielding percentage. And he's hit incredibly well at the plate as well. We'll get some more on Fesh when he comes to the plate. In what could be the bottom of the first, bottom of the second. The issue with the Pioneers is they'll try and mitigate what's been a very potent Batavia offense. The Muckdogs, one of the best teams on their home field this season. Muckdogs coming in at 17-4 in 21 ball games from Dwyer Stadium. 2-2 with 1 out. Breaking ball. Line third base side foul. So Baker gets another life with 2 balls and 2 strikes. Overall, this Muckdogs team just coasting right now in first place, as we mentioned. They'll play their final game of the regular season tomorrow afternoon when they welcome in the Jamestown Tarpscons. 2-2 fastball low, and Brett Baker has worked himself a full count. It'll be a payoff pitch on the way. Chandler peeks and gets his sign. We'll look to see if Smith goes. Payoff pitch, Smith's off and running on a breaking ball. Fly ball into left field. This should get a run home. Sean Mendes cuts over towards the line. Gomesti in attack. Mendes makes the catch. Here comes Gomesti to the plate. The throw is cut off, and now Smith is hung up in a rundown. The throw back to first base. Tag up high. Smith was out, but the run does score beforehand. As TJ crosses the plate on a second fly. So when you're getting a run on a hit, an error, and he goes ahead. Cooper Smith, a runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the first, 1-0. Pioneers lead on the Elmira Pioneers Baseball Network.
All right, thanks. Time to turn your
Welcome back to Pioneers Baseball as we enter the bottom of the first inning with your Pios ahead of the Batavia Muckdogs 1-0. I'm Merrill Hudson. Thank you for spending part of your Saturday evening with us on the Pioneers Baseball Network. Larson Birch and the Pioneers have taken the field. Let's get you the Batavia Muckdogs starting lineup. We'll kick things off. Castro is the shortstop, Bill bats second. Omar Carreras at third base, bats third. Cooper Fesh doing the catching will clean up. James Bolton is the DH, he'll bat fifth. Sean Mendes in left field will bat sixth. Justin Aspinall at first base, bats seventh. Jacob Esco is the EH, he'll bat eighth. Caleb Walker for the Batavia Muckdogs will bat ninth, and rounding out the batting order is the center fielder in Travis Hammond. We'll get the numbers here on the season. For Birch, a 5.56 ERA. The Pioneers' best win-loss differential, 3-0. He's making only his second start of the season, 10th appearance, as he welcomes in Braden Horton to the lefty batter's box. Pioneers desperately needed a lead to start here in Batavia. They got it. As Birch kicks and fires, fastball low, and the count 1-0 on Braden Horton. On the season for Horton, he leads the Muckdogs in batting average, 34 ball games, 38 hits, 14 extra base hits, a homer, and 18 RBIs. As Birch fires on the plate, 2-0. In the top of the first inning, TJ Gomesti an infield hit. Cooper Smith, the sharp ground ball through the legs of the second baseman Walker. A sac fly from Brett Baker into left field. Got the Pioneers on the board. Cooper Smith got caught to end the inning, however, in a rundown. Play went 5-3 from Carreras to Aspinall at first as the 2-0 changeup catches the outside corner for a call, strike one. It's Horton, Castro and Carreras to come to the plate for Batavia here in the home half of the first inning. 2-1 breaking ball, backdoor, beautifully executed over the outside corner in the count, 2-2. Oh, Birch peeks in, gets his sign, comes set from the left side of the rubber. And Birch fires, fastball, outside corner for a called strike three. Horton down on strikes, by the backwards K for out number one. So here comes Tyler Castro with one out. And the base is empty. Righty-on-righty matchup versus Larson Birch. Nice job from Birch. 3 straight strikes after being down to the count 2-0. Deep breath, side fire, popped up, and Birch makes the catch. Right back to the mound from Castro, 1 unassisted, 2 down in the bottom of the first.
third.
One run on one hit, no errors for the Pioneers. No runs on no hits. And one error for the Batavia Muckdogs. Base is empty with 2 out. It's the right-handed hitting third baseman, Omar Carreras, to step to the plate. First pitch from Birch. Breaking ball fouled off. First base side out of play. 0-1. Pioneers would like to thank some of our most loyal sponsors for the 2025 season, including Absolute Care, Three Rivers, AIM Independent Living, AJ's Outdoor Power Sports, Sal's Leasing, Ant's Pancakes, Blaze Brockway Contracting, and Buckley's Automotive. Birch looking to complete a 1-2-3 bottom of the first inning as he fires the 1 down in the dirt, 1-1. Larson fires inside. 2 balls and a strike. On the season, the numbers for Omar Carreras, batting .257 across 21 ball games, making his 21st start. Appearing in his 22nd game, 18 hits and 7 extra base hits. 2-1 with 2 out. On the ground to second, Ben Rohde eats up the hop. Throws to first in time. That's a 1-2-3 bottom of the first for Birch. No runs, no hits, nobody left. And at the end of 1-1-0 Pioneers on the Elmira Pioneers Baseball Network. Welcome back to Pioneers Baseball as we get you set for the top of the second inning. It's the 5, 6, and 7 in the Elmira order to come to the plate. Manny Castro, the third baseman, followed by Ben Rohde, the second baseman, Brandon Tubek, the catcher. It's Castro to dig in. Manny coming back for his second summer with the Pioneers. Already an immediate impact across 5 ball games. His arrival came on July 18th, prior to a game versus these very same Batavia Muckdogs. 17 plate appearances, 7 hits, an extra base hit, and 4 RBIs. First pitch from the lefty in Chandler. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Castro early on this season sporting a .915 OPS. Fastball over the outer half for a called strike 2. Chandler not wasting any time. Don Fester repeating the same pitch, and it's rolled on the ground to the right side of the infield. Cutting over is the second baseman. Walker throws to first in time to keep the hustling Castro back just a few steps, 1 down.
Batting 6, second baseman number 10, Benjamin Rohde.
So here comes Ben Rohde with 1 out and the base is empty. Ben on the season has been a silent killer for the Pioneers. Really strong numbers at the plate all season. .860 OPS, 21 hits, 3 extra base hits, and 9 RBIs across 24 ball games tonight. Ben's making his 22nd start as he takes the fastball high and away for ball 1. Same spot, same pitch, same result, 2-0. Brandon Dubek awaits on deck. He's one of the hottest Pioneers hitters. That's a 2-0 fastball. He catches the outside corner, called strike 1 to Raven. Dubek a pair of 2-run shots in the last 2 ball games. 2-1, blind into right center field. That's gonna be caught on the run by Walker behind the second base position. So Murray got a good piece, but the floater is retrieved in shallow right by Walker. 2 out. Here at the top of the second. So here's Dubé on the season for Dubek, a .303 batting average, tied for the team lead in homers with 2. We mentioned the last 2 nights. This takes a fastball away. 2 homers and 20 RBIs for Brandon. 1-0 fastball just off the inside edge. 2-0. Dubek sporting the 5th best Pioneer batting average for any Elmira player, position player that is, to appear in 20 or more ball games. Fastball over the inner half for a called strike 1. For Dubek, he's got 40% of his hits as extra base hits. One of the Pioneers who provides a power void consistently in the lineup. Takes a fastball inside. Very calm and patient approach for the incoming junior at Lafayette College. He awaits, 3-1 offering, breaking ball off the plate for ball 4. We spoke about that patience, and it pays off there for the Pioneers, a 2-out base runner.
Batting 8 for chaser number 17, Michael Palmer.
So here comes Michael Palmer to the plate. Lefty on lefty matchup with Chandler with 2 outs. Very short lead off the first for Dubek. Breaking ball outside corner. 0-1. Palmer batting .227. 17 hits, 6 extra base hits, a homer, and 18 RBIs. He's missing away with a fastball. Is Chandler in to count 1-1. Breaking ball. Strike 2. 1-2 to count on Palmer with 2 outs. We're in the top of the second inning. Pioneers with a 1-0 lead over the Muckdogs from Dwyer Stadium. Final matchup of the season between both teams. 1-2. Breaking ball just off the plate. Taken high from Palmer, and the count levels at 2. 2-2. Fastball check swing from Palmer. Did he go around? Field umpire says yes, he did. That's strike 3. That's the end of the on base. An inning and a half through 1-0 Pios on the Elmira Pioneers Baseball Network. Welcome back to Pioneers Baseball. In the bottom of the second inning. It'll be the middle third of the Batavia order to come into play. Cooper Fesh, Dave Bolton, and Sean Bindis. Larson Birch working a beautiful bottom of the first inning. He gets out of it without allowing a base runner. 1-2-3 went Batavia at the top of their order. Pioneers with a run of their own in the top of the first. Birch fires, Fesh lines it into left field, charging over and making a nice running grab is Cam Levesque for out number one. So Larson Birch has been economical so far. That's now one pitch, one out to the bottom of the second, and that brings up the right-handed hitting DH James Bolton. Bolton out of SUNY Cortland. So it is the final from George Taylor Field in St. Catharines, Ontario. The Jamestown Sharpskunks taking down the Niagara Ironbacks 14-4. Fastball is blowing away. It's a ball and no strikes. 8-2 the Niagara Falls Americans lead the Geneva Red Wings at Sal Magley Stadium in Niagara Falls. 1-1 between the Newark Pilots and the Auburn Doubledays. Fastball lined into right field. Ranging over is Favada, and he puts it away for out number two. I always say a ground ball with runners on. A double play is a pitcher's best friend, but sometimes just pitching to contact can be what the doctor ordered, and it's been very effective for Larson Birch so far. Struck out the first guy he saw in the ballgame in Braden Horton. Since then, all 4 outs, besides the first, have been recorded via contact as laying down a bunt, calling for it as Dwyer fires down to first base, picked by Palmer in time, and that completes a 1-2-3 bottom of the second for Larson Birch. In the end, no runs and no hits, nobody left. At the end of 2, 1-0 Bios on the Elmira Pioneers Baseball Network. Welcome back to Pioneers Baseball as we enter the top of the third inning. It'll be the 9-10-1 in the Pioneer order to come to the plate. Cam Levesque, followed by Vinny Favada and Aiden Grabowski. And it's Levesque, right-handed hitting left fielder, to stand in for the Pioneers. Another guy who Elmira acquired mid-season, or towards the end of the season rather, as Cam takes the breaking ball outside 1-0. Levesque had 222 across 4 ball games, 3 starts. As he flies one here into right, going back as Horton settles under and puts it away to retire Levesque for out number 1.
Batting 10th, right field, number 23, Vincent Favada.
So here comes Vincent Favada. Hey, Favada, for a short amount of games that he's appeared in, he's got a lot of juice. Favada, 7 hits, 2 of them on the season, triples. As he fouls past the first off for 8-1. Pretty amazing that you have Vincent Favada second in triples on the Pioneers. Favada appearing this season in 15 collective ball games as he flies one here to right center field. That might split the outfielders, and it's unable to be caught, and it goes to the wall. This might be triple number 3 for Favada, and it's going to be a stand-up triple for Vincent Favada with 1 out, and the Pioneers are set up for the top of the batting order. So, just as we're speaking about it, Vincent Favada trailed TJ Gramesti 6-2 for the team leading triples. Now make it 6-3. Favada knocking a triple his last time against Jamestown on Wednesday night. Favada can really provide a power spark. Still gets to play a full season of collegiate baseball. Right-handed hitter, tall, lean frame who can range the outfield incredibly well. As the fastball misses outside to Aiden Grabowski, 1-0. So it's back to the top of the Pioneer order. Grabowski flew out to shallow center field, and Travis Hammond, his first trip to the plate. They're even with the bags at the corners. 1-0, swing and a miss. Fastball outside corner. 1-1 on grabs. Chandler, 1-1 inside corner. 2 Grabowski. Zinn doesn't like what he sees from the catcher Fesh. He'll rekindle as Grabowski takes the moment to rekindle himself. Steps out of the box and comes back in. Lefty on righty, 1-2 with 1 out. Fastball lined, just foul. Down the third base line. Nice piece from Grabowski. Out ahead of the inside heater. And the count remains 1-2. 1-2. Fastball high and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Grabowski. Aiden awaits. Breaking ball, hit on the ground to third. They're going to come home. Tag a prime of Favada is in time for out number 6. So finds fielder's choice. A runner on first with 2 out, and as Grabowski reaches, Favada's thrown out. 2 outs in the top of the third. So here comes TJ Gramesti with 2 out, Pioneers extra hitter, who knocked an infield single his first trip to the plate in the top of the first. Lefty on righty, Grabowski extends his lead to about 12 feet off the first base bag. Breaking ball high to Gramesti, 1-0. Out of the slide step, Gramesti a pop-up. Giving him a look at third base is Carreras. Does he have enough room? Scaling the wall, leans over, cannot make the catch. So they'll 1-1 with 2 out.
The Amato glass, called Tri-County Glass, and review.
Pioneers would also like to thank Bully Hill Vineyard, CAF USA, Centralis Health, Chemung Canal Trust Company, Chemung County AG Promotions, Chemung Supply, and Coca-Cola. It'll be a 1-1 to Gramesti with 2 outs, top of the third inning. Chandler's going to take a look at Grabowski, who dives back in safely. On the season for Grabs, he's got 19 stolen bags, trails TJ Gramesti for the team lead by 1. 1-1, another check on Grabowski over at first. from Chandler out of the slide step. Fastball to use a called strike 2 on Grimesti. There we go, 1-2. To Grimesti. Grabowski off the first. Line into right field, and it's going to be caught. No runs on 1 hit and 1 left. 2.5 through 1-0 Pioneers here on the Elmira Pioneers Baseball Network. Welcome back to Pioneers Baseball. Here as we enter the bottom of the third inning, it'll be the 7, 8, and 9 in the Batavia Muckdogs order to come up against Larson Birch. As Larson's gone 6 up, 6 down through the first 2 innings, coasting nicely, fires a fastball blowing away, and the count 1-0 on Espinal. Espinal, Vesco, and Walker to come to the plate. As fastball blown away, 2 balls and no strikes. Fastball low. It'll be a 3-0 from Birch to Espinal with nobody out. Fastball just low for ball 4. So Espinal draws base by the 3 pass. Nobody out. Here comes JB. Let's go. Short lead off for first for Espinal with nobody out. Righty on righty. Birch to right-hander Jacob Vesco with nobody out, and the fastball misses. Down 1-0. Stop frame from Birch. A fastball over the outside corner for a called strike 1. 1-1 with nobody out, runner on first. Here at the bottom of the third, Pioneers with a 1-0 lead over the Muckdogs. 1-1 from Birch, breaking ball, swing and a miss, set the knees of Vesco, cuts through it, and count 1-2 with nobody out. Vesco serving as the EH tonight. batting .298 on the season. He's making his 16th start, 28th ball game. 1-2. Fastball low and away pick by Dwyer. First back to first, not in time.
Nope.
2 with nobody out. Birch fires. Fastball foul back. Esco on the season, 14 hits, an extra base hit, and 8 RBIs. 789 OPS. For the right-handed hitting EH. From Birch, breaking ball just off the outside edge. And it's a full count with nobody out. Payoff pitch on the way from Birch, and it's lined into left field. Going back is Leveck on his horse, tracks it down nicely for out number 1. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And here comes Keelan Walker to the plate. Medium-sized lead off the first for Espinal. Righty on lefty matchup, Birch to Walker. First pitch, fastball down and in, 1-0. Birch fires 1-0, breaking ball just off the outside corner. 2 balls, no strikes on Walker. The 2-0 to Walker. Walker lines it into shallow right center. It's going to drop down in front of Baker for a base hit. So 2 on for the team with 1 out here in the whole half of the 3rd. First hit of the ball game for the Muckdogs.
Center fielder number 3, Travis Hammond.
And here comes Travis Hammond, the center fielder. Numbers on the season for Hammond, batting .286. Across 30 ball games, 24 starts, 22 hits, 8 extra base hits, and 11 RBIs. Fastball in the dirt. Nice stop from Dwyer, count 1-0. Second hit in the inning for Batavia, and it's back to the top of the batting order in Brady Horton.
It's back to the top of the lineup here, Muckdogs, and right field for 10, Braden Horton.
Horton in his first trip to the plate against Larson Birch tonight struck out looking. He'll look to make good of his second appearance here. Pioneers will look to get out of the inning unscathed. A high fly ball into right field. Going back is Favana. This should get a run home. Vincent backs up on the edge of the warning track, makes the catch. Tackling and coming to the plate and scoring as Espinal.
Alright fans, I told you I was excited. Now I'm really excited. Your Muckdogs are on the scoreboard!
2 out, first pitch from Birch, fastball low on the road. Line drive. Came right behind him, and he scores a two-run single. After that, a catch for zero, and Muckdogs now lead 1. So Birch started off this game strong, 6 up, 6 down, but Batavia touches him up for 3 errors here in the whole half. Pioneers find themselves in a deficit. It'll be a righty-on-righty matchup. Omar Carreras, the third baseman, in for the second time today. Taking off for second on a fly ball into right field. Ranging over toward the line as Vincent Cavada tracks back toward the Pioneer bullpen. A nice running grab to end the bottom of the fifth. The Muckdogs throws a 3 hits. No other runs on base. End of Batavia on the Pioneers baseball network.
Reach out to the Muckdogs.
Welcome back to Pioneers Baseball as we enter the top of the fourth inning. A 3-1 lead for the Batavia Muckdogs. It's Cooper Smith to stand in from the right side as he takes a fastball low and away for ball 1. It'll be Smith followed by Baker and Castro, 3-4-5 in the Pioneers order. 1-0 breaking ball. Fouled off, first base side out of play, count 1-1. 1-1 Smith fouled off once again. And it's 1-2. Chandler comes set from the left side of the rubber lines and fires a fly ball into shallow center field. One run for Hammond. Out goes the shortstop Castro. Rangers back and puts it away for out number 1. So 6 unassisted and 1 out with the bases empty here in the top of the fourth. First pitch, breaking ball, swing from Baker, 0-1. 1 to Baker, outside corner. 0-2. Baker, his first trip to the plate, an eventful one. A sac fly to left field got the Pioneers on the board in the top of the first inning. 0-2 with one out. Breaking ball off the plate. 1-2 on Baker. Chandler sets and routes. Grounded to first, taking it to the bag himself. Just in time to pass the Baker for out number 2. So here comes Manny Castro with 2 outs. Pioneers. Get a ground ball to second base. To the backhand side, it's Walker, throws to first inside. Out number 3. The extra run today. 3.5 through. 3-1 Muckdogs on the Pioneers Baseball Network. Welcome back to Pioneers Baseball as we enter the bottom of the 4th inning. It'll be the 4th, 5, and 6 in the Batavia order. Cooper Fesh, the catcher, to lead off against Birch as Larson fires, breaking ball. Pioneers had a 1-0 lead entering the bottom of the 3rd. The Muckdogs with a 3-run bottom half. A second fly off the bat of Braden Horton with 1 out, and then an RBI single with 2 outs from Tyler Castrotero, the shortstop. Nice running grab made by Vincent Favada on a fly ball from Tavares, which ended the bottom of the 3rd inning. 2-0 on Fesh with nobody out. First trip to the plate. Fesh led off the bottom of the 2nd with a slicing fly ball in the Campbell bag. Breaking ball misses low and in tight, 3-0. The Muckdogs have clinched home field advantage for the West Division semifinals. They'll host a game here on Tuesday, either against Auburn or Niagara Falls. That remains to be seen. 3-0 outside for Baltimore. Second walk of the ball game issued by Larson Birch.
Designated hitter number 27, James Bolton.
Here's James Bolton with nobody out and a runner on first. Birch throws and a fastball called strike, spotted at the knees over the outer half. Currently the Auburn Doubledays ahead of the Newark Pilots 6-1 from Falcon Park in Auburn, New York. 0-1 catches the outside corner. Birch working quickly ahead of the DH Bolton, 0-2. Top of the fourth inning in Niagara Falls as well. An 8-2 lead for the Americans over the Geneva Red Wings. Short lead off at first for Fesh as Birch comes set and the block called.
And that was a block. Cooper Fesh moves from first to second.
So Fesh advances up into scoring position. It'll be a 0-2 with nobody out. Righty on righty with Bolton. Some action starting to slowly stir in the Pioneer bullpen. 0-2. Off the plate, 1-2. Birch fires, breaking ball, just off the inside corner. Birch and Dubek simultaneously thought they had a called strike 3, didn't get it. So it'll be 2-2 to Bolton with nobody out. Bolton flew out to Favada and right his first trip to the plate. Birch fires, swing and a miss in the dirt. Dubek gets outside positioning, fires down to Palmer at first in time, advancing up to third as Fesh for out number 1. For Birch, that's strikeout number 2 in the ballgame, the first swinging.
Next up for the game tonight's Ponies hit man of the game, the left fielder number 7, Sean Minda.
So here comes right-handed hitting left fielder Sean Mindas. As Palmer and Castro are even with the bags. In the corner infield, middle infield plays back for the out, even if it means sacrificing the run. Fastball off the plate, 1-0 to Mindas. One from Birch, fastball just high, 2-0. 2-0, swing and a foul tip off the glove of Dubek. 2 balls and a strike. Pioneers would like to thank Council Rockwell Advisory Group, Current Power Sports, Danny B. Marks, Dr. Susan Mitchin, Elmira Chevy, Elmira Heat Treating, and Elmira Impact for their loyal sponsorship in 2025. 2-1 from Birch with 1 out, fastball low, and count 3 balls and a strike. This season you can connect with the Pioneers like never before with exclusive content on our social media platforms. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok at the Elmira Pioneers. 3-1 from Birch, popped up into shallow right field, going to be a long run for Favada, cuts over towards the line, he makes the catch, tagging and just drawing a throw is Fesh. So 2 outs as Birch works back after the leadoff walk to record 2 straight. And with a run around third base. And anyway, getting out of the bottom of the 4th. The next contestant is left-handed hitting first baseman Justin Espinal, and against Birch with 2 outs. Pitch from Birch. Hit on the ground to Rhodey at second to his forehand side, then shuffles and fires in time to conclude the bottom of the 4th. The inning, no runs, no hits, and over left on base. At the end of 4-3-1 Muckdogs on the Pioneers Baseball Network. ball as we enter the top of the fifth inning. 6, 7, and 8 in the Elmira order coming to the plate against the left-hander Gavin Chandler, who's looked really exceptional so far. 1 run on 2 hits. Allowed to the Pioneers. He's walked 1 and struck out 1. Pioneers doing a good job, as we alluded to, of putting the baseball in play. It's something that they've done all season towards the bottom of the PGCBL in strikeouts, so look to keep it going here. And attempt to knock the ball game even. They trail by 2. Rody, first pitch he sees from Chandler, fouls back in the count 0-1. A gloomy Saturday evening with a bit of wind now blowing in Batavia. Nice evening for a baseball game. Dribbled on the ground to second. Charging in is Walker. To first in time. 1 out at the top of the fifth. So with 1 out, that brings up catcher Brandon Dwyer. First pitch to Doobie is inside for ball 1. Dubek in his first trip to the plate in the top of the second inning walked. Outside corner, 1-1. Fastball bounced into dirt. 2 balls and a strike. Two-on with 1 out. Fly ball into right field, going back against Horton. Settles under it a few steps in front of the warning track. Give it another run. Gets a little bit. 2 out. Well, the starting pitcher is working relatively quick through this ball game. Larson Birch has gotten through 4 innings of 3-run action. Top of the 5th inning, 2 outs and the base is empty. It's the left-handed hitting Michael Palmer. Struck out swinging his first trip to the plate. First pitch to Palmer, breaking ball outside, 1-0. So far for Larson Birch, only 49 pitches across 4 innings. 25 balls and 24 strikes, but not hurting him that much at all. Pioneers doing a good job. 1 walk came in to score. Birch in the ball game has only issued 2 walks. This one grounded back up the middle into center field for a base hit. A 2-out single for Michael Palmer. Third hit of the ball game across 4 2/3 innings of work for Gavin Chandler. And a tying run coming to the plate is the right-handed hitting left fielder Cam Levesque. First pitch to Levesque with 2 out. Fastball low and inside, 1-0. Grounder to the shortstop, Castrotero to his backhand side, ranges and fires to second a few times. Concludes the top of the 5th, halfway through. No runs on a hit and a runner left on base. 3-1 Muckdogs on the Pioneers Baseball Network.
Vasco.
3-1, the Muckdogs lead over the Pioneers as we enter the bottom of the 5th inning. It's the 8, 9, and 10 in the Muckdogs order to come to the plate. Jacob Vesco, Caleb Walker, and Travis Hammond. In against the right-hander Larson Birch. Under gray skies. Nice cloud cover and good crowd on this Saturday evening from Dwyer Stadium in Batavia. Birch comes set, righty on righty. First pitch at the bottom of the 5th. Fly ball into Favana, into deep right field. Going back, settling under it is Favana, just in front of the warning track a couple steps near the Pioneer bullpen. And Favana puts it away for round number 1. So here comes the second baseman. A single in the bottom of the 3rd. He came around to score one of the 3 Muckdog runs. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors for the Pioneers. 3 runs on 3 hits and 1 error for the Muckdogs. There's bench Walker on the ground into right field for a base hit. Split between both Brody and Palmer. A 1-out base runner for Batavia. So all 3 hits in the ballgame against Larson Birch came in the bottom of the 3rd. That's the first sense of the hit across the board. And here comes the center fielder Hammond rounding out the Batavia batting order. First trip to the plate. Hammond, a single, came around to score in the bottom of the 3rd as well. Medium-sized lead for Walker off the 1st. And at the bag at 3rd is Castro, bringing the ball inside, 1 out. Well, from Birch, a fly ball in right center field. That's going to drop down in front of Baker. And the gap for a base hit, and it goes to the wall. Baker to the receiver, and he's going for the He'll score on the other one for Travis Hammond. That's now leads 4-1.
Right fielder number 10, Brandon
Burke will come after the mound to pay a visit to Larson Birch. And he's going to take the ball from the right-hander. 4 1/3 is going to be all. New pitcher coming into the ball game. We'll take a timeout and come back in a few short moments on the Elmira Pioneers Baseball Network. Welcome back to Pioneer Baseball, a new pitcher in place of Larson Birch. It's the left-hander Gio Valerio out of the University of Bridgeport for Valerio on the season. Gio's making his 6th appearance, a 4.05 ERA. No record, comes in with 1 out and a runner on third. To the top of the batting order, Braden Horton delivers a breaking ball low and the count 1-0. RBI triple for Travis Hammond knocked Larson Birch out of the ball game. Final line as it stands for Birch, 4 in the third. 5 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. However, the runner on third and Hammond is Birch's responsibility. Even at the corners, infield is back, 1-0 with 1 out. Breaking ball outside corner. And count 1-1 on Horton, who's 0 for 2 in the ball game but was productive in his last trip to the plate. Sac fly in the bottom of the third. 1-1, fastball dribbled on the ground. Just foul. Was waiting for the home plate umpire to call it. The field umpire said foul ball. And 1-2. Gone for 1 out. Valerio comes set left side of the road. Lefty on lefty matchup. 1-2 with 1 out. Breaking ball. Line back to the screen, foul. For Valerio, 6 2/3 innings of work. 11 strikeouts, pitching to an opposing batting average of .231. A strong year for Gio, who was telling me a couple weeks ago still has aspirations. Maybe competing another year in college. Grounded first base side foul. Valerio's completed all his undergraduate years at the University of Bridgeport. Teammates with Ty Hodel, who pitched for the Pioneers this summer. Also with Liam O'Neill. And some second base for the Pioneers this summer. 1-2, breaking ball, popped up. Castro gives it a look at third. It'll go foul. So it'll be another 1-2 to Horton, doing a nice job of working the count. A run already home for Batavia here in the home half of the 5th. Pios see themselves down by 3. Dwyer fires in the dirt, skips away from Dubek, and here comes Hammond to the plate. Dubek fires on strong as Hammond scores. Both five on the Batavia. Set 2-2. Fastball lined into deep left center field. Going back is Baker on his horse. Levesque in the gap cuts over and he puts it away for a long out number 2 to retire Horton. After what was a long at bat by the Muckdogs right fielder. So here comes the righty hitting shortstop Tyler Castro-Terra. 2 outs and the base is empty. 2 more runs home for Batavia here in the home half of the 5th. Pioneers 9-12 on the road this year. 22nd of 23 road games. Fastball low, 1-0. Fires, breaking ball, line, Grabowski puts a glove on it, but it trickles into center field and the rest of base hit. Great diving after Grabowski, although he's unable to come up with it. A 2-out single for Castro-Terra.
Third baseman number 46, Elmira.
So here comes Omar Carreras with 2 outs and a runner on. And the ball game for Carreras. He's 0 for 2. The grounder to second and the fly ball to right in the third. Valerio will check on Castrotero over at first. Great wheels on the bases for Castrotero. 14 stolen bags on the season. Muckdogs leader in the stolen base category. Left down righty as he takes off, breaking ball down low. Throw to second from Dudek on line, but too quick for Castrotero. Wheels flies in the scoring position. 1-0 count with 2 out from Carreras. Out of the slice step, Dwyer fires wide into center field. It'll hang up for Baker, and Brett puts it away. In the bottom, 2 runs left on base. 5-1 Batavia on the Pioneers Baseball Network.
And we are pleased to say we have another birthday to recognize. Happy birthday to Tracy! Hope you're having a good time here at Dwyer Stadium. Great birthday. Happy birthday, Tracy.
Welcome back to Pioneers Baseball as we get you set for the top of the 6th inning. Vincent Favana, the second baseman, will lead off. It'll be Favana followed by the top of the Pioneers batting order, Aiden Grabowski and TJ Grabowski. Great kid department.
Right fielder number 22, Vincent
Where
Favana.
kids run across the field. Much like you see at Dunn Field begin the top of the 6th inning. Gavin Chandler, who's gone 5 strong innings of work, takes the mound back here for the 6th. 3 hits, 1 run, no earned, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. Chandler pitching to a season ERA of 1.69. Deals with Favana, who tripled his last time to the plate as Vincent takes the breaking ball high and 11-1-0. Breaking ball, right down Broadway. About a swing and a miss. And behind the outside corner fastball, 1-2. Favana takes just tied 2-2. Nobody out. Breaking ball just off the plate. Chandler thought he had a cold strike 3, didn't get it. And it's a full count with nobody out. Payoff pitch from Chandler, hit on the ground to Castro at shortstop, backs up, goes backhand side, long throw across the line, and throwing up inside, put out behind. Nice play made by the Batavia middle infielder, one down in the top of the sixth.
Shortstop number 4, Ian Grabowski.
So it's back to the top of the Pioneer batting order, and here's Ian Grabowski, grounded into a 5-2 fielder's choice his last trip to the plate. Lefty on ready with Chandler. First pitch to grass. Fastball low. 1-0. Outside. 2 balls and no strikes on Grabowski. With 1 out. Fastball gets to the outside corner. 2-1 with 1 out. Top of the 6th inning. Nobody out. Fouled off. Third base side out of play. 2-2. 2-2 with 1 out. Grabowski back up the middle into center field. That's going to drop in front of a charging Hammond for a base hit. A single for Grams, who reaches base for the second time in the ball game. He's 1 for 2. Fourth Pioneers hit across 5 1/3 against Gavin Chandler.
Number 29, PJ.
Inside corner, 0-1. Bounced in the dirt, 1-1. Fastball just off the plate. 2 balls and a strike on TJ Gramesti. 1 for 2 in the ball game, an infield single. And the top of the first, a fly ball to right in the third. Gramesti extends his lead off at first. Chandler gonna quickly check on him. One fastball off the plate. Gramesti patient as usual, waiting for his opportunity, and a good fastball count. We mentioned he's the Pioneers' extra base hit leader, 16 on the season, recording a 1063 OPS as he fouls it off. Third base side out of play, and it's a full count with 1 out. Now, pitch out of the slide step, it's Chandler. A fly ball to left field. Going back on his horse, cutting to his forehand side of the gap. It's the center fielder, Hammond, falls on the shot. And puts it around a long fly ball to retire Gramesti for out number 2. So with 2 out, top of the 6th, here comes the right-handed hitting DH, and Cooper Smith. Starting to come down a little bit more. It happened a bit pre-game, about 5 minutes before the first pitch. As he lines it into left center field, it's going to drop down for a base hit. Cutting over in the gap is Mendes to receive. Grabowski gets to third. He gets the wave around. He's coming to the plate. Here's the throw from Castro on large half. Welcome back to Pioneers Baseball as we enter the bottom of the sixth. Kevin Chandler now through 6 strong innings of work. 5 hits for the Pioneers, and it looked like they might have scored a run in the top of the sixth, but Eddie Grabowski gets cut down on a nice relay at home plate. Cooper Fesh to lead things off, tries to lay down a bunt and is unsuccessful, dropping a foul, 0-1. It's the 4, 5, and 6 in the Batavia order to come to the plate here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Fesh followed by Bolton and Mindus. And it's Cooper Fesh, the catcher, who walked his last time up. 0 for 1 in the ball game with a fly ball to Levesque in left, his only other plate appearance. A 1 from Valerio, popped up on the bunt, foul behind the plate. On a breaking ball line and sank from Valerio. Lefty on lefty matchup, bases empty, nobody out. Bottom of the sixth, Muckdogs with a 5-1 lead over the Pioneers. They go undefeated on their home field against the Pioneers, who reigned supreme in the West Division the last 2 years. There will be a new champion this year as the Pioneers automatically dethroned with their playoff elimination last night. Fastball high, and it's a ball and 2 strike count on Fesh. 1-2, breaking ball hit on the ground. Palmer at first. Takes it 2 steps to his right, races just to the back in time to beat the hustling Fesh, 1 down.
Designated hitter number 27, James Bolton.
So here comes James Bolton. A fly ball and a strikeout. He's over 2 in the ball game. Let's take a look at the drive across the B2CBL. The Auburn Double Days ahead of Newark Pilots 10-1 from Falcon Park in Auburn in the bottom of the 4th inning. Niagara Falls ahead of Geneva 9-4 in the bottom of the 5th inning from Sal Maglie Stadium. Valerio fires the ball low and away. 1-0 to Bolton. Fires. Strike behind, 1-1. In the East Division tonight, Utica Blue Sox ahead of the Mohawk Valley Diamond Dogs, 3-1. The Boonville Lumberjacks ahead of the Glens Falls Dragons, 5-1. 1-1. Fastball outside. 2 balls and a strike from Valerio to Bolton. 2-1. Valerio deals and a breaking ball for a called strike. It'll be a 2-2 to Bolton with 1 out and the bases empty. Lefty on righty. Valerio out of the windup, sets and fires, breaking ball just off the outer edge. And a bit above the letters to Bolton. It's a full count. Valerio sets breaking ball. Well, for ball 4. Here comes Sean Mindus.
Next up for the day is the next college hit at the end of the game. Outfield number 7, Sean Mindus.
Mindus teammates with Cooper Fesh at the scoring column. And Toms River, New Jersey digs in from the right side against Valerio. 1 on with 1 out. Gio out of the slide step offers. Fastball outside corner, dotted beautifully for a called strike. Fastball inside, triples off the glove of the catcher, view back, and we're level at 1s. One breaking ball. Right over the plate for a called strike 2. Mindus in the ball game. 0 for 2. Middle of the order has been held relatively quiet. 0 for 6. Maybe a 4 for 6 in the order. Ground ball and a fly ball from Mindus. 1-2 from Valerio. Bounced to the dirt. Another nice stop from Newbeck. 2-2 with 1 out. This ball game cruising by quickly. Began only an hour and a half ago. Already in the bottom of the 6th. 5-1 Batavia loses. 2-2 from Gio, a swing and a foul back from Mindus. Valerio gets his sign comes set, left side of the right. Offers the 2-2, bounce to the dirt. Another nice stop from Dubek. Comes set, payoff pitch, breaking ball, high fly ball lifted to left field. Levesque settles under it. 20 feet in front of the warning track, puts it away for out number 2. So with 2 out, that brings up Justin Espinal.
First baseman, the number 1, Justin Espinal.
First pitch, Espinal, swing and a miss. Nice change up from Valerio from the inside corner. And the count 0-1. 0-1. Fastball inside, 1-1. Pioneers scored a run at the top of the first inning. Have yet to cross the plate since. Batavia scored 3 times in the bottom of the third, twice in the bottom of the fifth. 1-1. Misses low in. And count 2 balls and a strike. On the right hand, hitting Espinal in for his 3rd trip to the plate today. 0 for 1 with a grounder to second his last time up. 2-1 with 2 out. Breaking ball. Catches the outside corner for a call and strike 2. It'll be a 2-2 with 2 out. Runner on, short lead off the first of the breaking ball. Hammered foul down the third baseline. And the H is off first. Jacob Esco on deck. Batavia doing a great job as we alluded to on their own field. They'll finish up ball game number 22 at home tonight. Number 23 tomorrow against Jamestown. 17-4 across 21 games. Valerio sets. Fires 2-2. Fastball check swing. We go around. Did not, says the field umpire. And the count runs full. Valerio comes set, lefty on righty with Espinal. Fires in a foul ball against the Batavia dugout. Another payoff pitch. 2 out. There's Valerio fires, and it's low in the dirt for ball 4. 2 walks in the inning issued by Valerio. As here comes Brady hitting extra hitter to the plate, Jacob Esco. Pioneers would like to thank Finger Lakes Federal Credit Union, FM Howell, Bluffhouse, Guthrie, Hutchinson, Hilliard, Jubilee, Just in Time, Kahunas, Kennedy, Valve, M&T Bank, Martha Lloyd Community Services, Moss Cheesy Dreams, McDonald's, Myers RV, Newport, Pop and John's Pathways, Pizza Hut, Brent Robin, Rodney J. Strange, Saratoga Eagle, Save-A-Lot, Service Master, Certain Serving Credit Union, Shannon's Wholesale, and Solutions Credit Union for their loyal sponsorship throughout the course of the 2025 season. 2 runners on with 2 out. James Bolton off the second. Justin Espinal is off the first. 2 walks in the inning issued by Valerio, who deals a breaking ball over the outside corner for a called strike 1. 0-1 the count on Jacob Esco. Righty hitting extra hitter, 0 for 2 in the ball game. 2 fly balls, 1 to Lebec and left and 1 to Fufana and right. Pioneers infield back. 0-1 high and low. It's a 1-1 from Valerio. Fastball inside. 2 balls and 2-1. Fastball off the plate, 3-1. Valerio struggling to locate here in the bottom of the 6th. Fastball handed in the left. Advancing up to second, now taking a right turn around at first and diving back in and Mexico. Now doing a single. Fastball off the third. Across the third. Now 6-1 Batavia. First hit, first run of the bottom of the 6th. So here comes Caleb Walker with 2 outs, another run home for Batavia, now lead by 5.
Second baseman number 9, Caleb Walker.
It's Walker, the second baseman, to stand in, 2 for 2. In the ball game, 2 singles. Valerio fires outside corner, called strike 1. On Valerio deals, breaking ball, chopped on the ground. Second. Walker is high, and eating it out was another one scoring infield single for Caleb Walker. 7-1 Batavia, second hit, second one of the event. First and second out with 2 outs, so that's what he's going to come out to the bat. Might do it in the ball game for Gio Valerio. That'll do it for Gio. We'll take a timeout and come back in a few short moments on the Pioneers Baseball Network.
Get your bid and season tickets
Welcome back to Pioneers Baseball. Gio Valerio out of the ballgame. New pitcher is Jacob Muniz making his appearance on the season. Muniz starting this season as a second baseman for the Pioneers. Sometimes you'll see this towards the end of the season. Some different guys get in that you wouldn't necessarily anticipate. Just Muniz is coming up with the Pioneers now trailing by 6 runs in the half of the 6th inning. Batavia opening up their widest lead of the evening, courtesy of back-to-back singles off the bat. Jacob Vasco and King on the bottom of the order is Travis Hammond with the top looming third pitcher in the ballgame for the Pioneers. Second right-hander, righty-on-righty matchup. It's Muniz in against Travis Hammond. First offering from Jacob is a fastball off the plate, 1-0. 2 runners on, 1 in scoring position. Vesco leads off the second, Walker off the first. Gio Valerio, final line of the ballgame for him as it stands. An inning in the third, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 2 walks, and no strikeouts. Gio's been so reliable this season, so rare that you see in a relief appearance where he doesn't even record a strikeout, because his K/9 ratio has been phenomenal all season long. It really speaks to how great he has been, where you have one game goes without a strikeout. It's a surprise. Fastball outside corner for a called strike. 2-1 the count on Hammond with 2 out. 2-1 outside. And count 3 balls and a strike. Pioneers will take on Geneva in the final regular season game of the season tomorrow. Geneva now trailing Niagara Falls 10-6. Fastball outside. And ball called strike 2. Seems to get those called strike 2. Nonetheless, and it was. It's go still for Vesco and Walker. Vesco up to third. Walker to second. Payoff pitch on the way with 2 out. Auburn now with an 11-1 lead over the Newark Pilots from Falcon Park in Auburn. Payoff pitch away for ball 4. So the bases are reloaded for Batavia with 2 runs on 2 hits, home in the 6th. 1 run on 5 hits and no errors for the Pioneers. For Batavia Muckdogs, 3 runs on 8 hits and 1 error. Pirates fans, new trading card sets and mini bats are now available at the merchandise store at Dunn Field. This season, get yourself the Limestone Elmira Pioneers gear. Hats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hormones, baseballs, and much, much more. Be sure to stop by the merchandise stand the next time you're at concessions. Grounder to Ben Rody at second. Ranges to his forehand side, counters it up, throws to first in time for a 3-play race. 2 runs and 2 hits. 6-4 lead for Batavia on the Pioneers Baseball Network. Welcome back to Pioneers Baseball as we enter the top of the 7th inning of action. Brett Baker to lead off. It'll be the 4th
leading off the top of the 7th for Elmira, number 1, center fielder, Brett Baker.
It's Brett Baker, followed by Manny Castro and Ben Rohde. And against Gavin Chandler, who's gone 6 strong innings of work so far for the Batavia Muckdogs. Chandler 6 innings, 5 hits. Baker pops up the next offering foul. Run nowhere. 1 walk and 1 strikeout, 87 pitches, 54 strikes and 33 balls. One from Chandler with nobody out. Breaking ball hammered foul. Third base side from Baker, 1 and 2.
Another fans try County Glass, 6 is home and auto glass.
1-2. Fastball driven into left field by Baker. Going back and settling under it is Mendes, and he puts it left corner. So Baker 0 for 3 in the ballgame. 2 fly balls and a ground out, 1 out from the top of the 7th. And that brings up Manny Castro.
That's up number 5, Shane Style.
So it's Castro in. Takes the fastball inside, 1-0. Outside. 2-2. Fastball line foul from Castro, 2-1. Castro in the ball game 0 for 2. 2 ground balls to Caleb Walker at second base.
I will.
2-1. Fastball popped up behind first base. It's Espinal. A call and a catch for the second out.
Second baseman number 10, Benjamin Rose.
So with 2 out, here comes Ben Rohde. Rohde to the plate. But Skip Martinez very well could be taking the baseball from Gavin Chandler. Batavia bullpen getting loose, but Skip Martinez tells him, hey, stay right there. He's rather having a conversation with his starter Chandler, giving him the respect of determining whether he'd like to stay in the ball game or not. He's been really solid all evening for the Muckdogs.
And just a reminder, your Muckdogs are back home tomorrow for the final regular season game as they take on the Jamestown Muckdogs. Game start time is at 12:05. Game's over.
Chandler in the ball game to attempt to get the
Hope to see you tomorrow. Batavia versus Jamestown.
First pitch, Chandler to Rohde, fastball outside corner, then takes for a called strike one. Rohde in the ball game, a pop up to second and a ground ball to second, 0 for 2. 0-1 with 2 out, fastball line, first base side fell, and count 0-2 on Rohde.
Fans may please ask for safety reasons. No one should be on the dugout. Please, no one on the dugout for your own safety. Thank you.
0-2 with 2 out, fastball high and away, 1-2. To Rohde, smacked into left field. That's a base hit. That gets down. Mendes will cut it off. Rohde, a 2-out single. So here comes Skip Martinez. So now Gavin Chandler is going to be done. 6 2/3 innings of work. He gives up only 6 Pioneers hits, 1 earned run. He was great all evening long. As Martinez will take the ball, we'll take a timeout and come back on the Pioneers Baseball Network. Pioneers would like to thank some of our most loyal sponsors for the 2025 season, including Southern Tier Custom Fabricators, Swanmore's Insurance, Texas Roadhouse, Tom's of South Florida, United States Army, Vasco Brands, Visions Federal Credit Union, Ford Manufacturing, Wegmans, West Markets, Well Now, Urgent Care, Wilbur Auto, and Woodbrook Assisted Living. That'll do it for Gavin Chandler. He was phenomenal. 6 2/3 innings of work for him. Gave up only 6 hits, 1 run, no earned. 1 walk and 1 strikeout. It's turned over to the tall lead right-hander in Owens Branch. On the season for Branch is 7.11 ERA, making his 16th relief appearance. 19 innings of work, fastball high, throw down to second, a stolen base for Ben Brody. Motor wheels off at first, as Ben got into the second base bag 3 seconds ahead of the throw. Count 1-0 to Brandon Dubek with a runner in scoring position, 2 outs. Top of the 7th, Elmira trails by 6. From Branch, fastball high, 2-0. Fastball high and away. 3 balls and no strikes on Brandon Dubek. At the plate for Doobie so far today, a walk in the top of the 2nd, a fly ball to right in the 5th. Rio with 2 out, Branch fires, fastball. 3-1. Fastball low. That's ball 4. Second walk of the ball game for Dubek. 2 runners on with 2 out in the top of the 7th, and here comes Campbell. Or check that, Michael Palmer. Palmer with a strikeout in the top of the 2nd, swinging a single to lead off the top of the 5th. First pitch to Palmer is a fastball off the outside edge, 1-0. Fastball away, 2-0. Pioneers with traffic on the bases for the first time in a little while. Pioneers did have 2 on near the top of the 6th before Eddie Grabowski was cut down at the plate. A 6-2 play, a relay from this catch error from Blake Cooper's back on a single from Cooper Smith that ended up being to no avail for the Pioneers. 2 hits were the most that the Pioneers have had in an inning. That came at the top of the 6th. Branch sets and delivers. Fastball outside corner. Palmer takes for a called strike, and it's 2-1. 1 run on 5 hits. Or rather, 6 hits. And no errors for the Pioneers. 7 runs on 8 hits and 1 error for the Batavia Muckdogs. Two-1 with 2 out. Fastball dribbled on the ground, wide of first, foul. And the count goes to 2-2. That'll be a 2-ball, 2-strike count for Michael Palmer with 2 outs down to the 7th inning. Left to right. And the infield is back. Outfield at medium depth. Branch comes set, deep breath, and fires fastball. Comes in and gets the side. No runs on a hit. And 2 runners left on base. 6.5 through. Get up and stretch. 7-1 Batavia on the Pioneers Baseball Network. Welcome back to Pioneers Baseball as we enter the bottom of the 7th inning. Batavia Muckdogs in cruise control, a 7-1 lead over the Elmira Pioneers. Jacob is on for his first performance for Elmira. He relieved Dwyer at the bottom of the 6th with 2 out. As he deals first off from Tango Castro, a soft changeup over the outside corner, a swing and a miss, 0-1. It's the 2, 3, and 4 in the Batavia order to step to the plate against the right-hander Monas here in the home half of the 7th. Castro, followed by Carreras and Fresh. Next offering, tap foul, first base side out of 1. 0-2. With nobody out. Breaking ball swing and a tip into the glove in and out of Dubek, so Castro will live to see another pitch. Batavia with a victory tonight could close out first place in the BGC Midwest Division in the 2025 regular season. Fastball misses high. And count 1 and 2 with nobody out. Monas, a deep breath, comes set out of the stretch position, breaking ball in the dirt, a quarter swing by Castro. He holds up, and it's 2-2.
Let's go, Muckdogs!
2-2. Right back to the mound. He trickles, finds it behind the mound, throws to first, a strike in time for out number 1. A nice athletic play with the wherewithal and the range back. Quick reactionary play by Monas. He makes it 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. So here comes the right-handed hitting third baseman Omar Carreras with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Ready matchup with Monas, who kicks and fires. Fastball, swing and a miss, 0-1. One breaking ball along the line. And count levels at 1-1. Bonus delivers, swing and a miss. Nice changeup that Carreras was out in front of. Nothing in two. In the ball game for Carreras so far. He grounded to second, a fly ball to right, and a fly ball to Baker in center. 1-2 with one out. Fastball blown away from Modex, and the count levels at 2. Moniz sets and fires, swing and a miss. Change up from Moniz gets Carreras swinging for the second out. So 2 outs and the base is empty for the cleanup man. Left-handed hitting catcher in the ball game for Fetch. He's 0 for 2. Fly ball to left and a ground ball unassisted to Michael Palmer to his backhand side in the bottom of the 6th. First offering. Fouled off. Third base side of the play, nothing more. A 1 from Moniz, hit on the ground to the backhand side of shortstop. Grabowski bobbles it, then recovers, throws to first. One out, 2 out in the bottom of the 7th. In the ball game, it's the 9th win for the Muckdogs.
Not designated hitter number 27, James Bolton.
So it's James Bolton to come to the plate. Righty at righty versus Moniz with 2 out. A swing and a miss. Knee-high changeup from Moniz. It's nothing more. A 1 outside corner, nothing in 2. Ball off the outside edge. Moniz fires high, throw down to second base, wide from Dwyer as it goes off the Brady's glove. Doesn't trickle full away enough to allow Fetch to advance to third. A stolen bat for Cooper Fetch. She's in scoring position with a 2-2 count with 2 out. Two for Moniz, 1 look at second. Breaking ball popped into shallow right. In comes Ravana. Has a rebound, it settles under it and puts it away. Retire to the side of the inning. No runs on ahead. And runner left on base. 8-7-1 Muckdogs on the Pioneers Baseball Network. gonna say? Sing right now! Sing right now! Welcome back to Pioneers Baseball. Irwin's branch on against Cam Levesque. As a fastball taken over the outside.
You should let me talk to the mic more. Let me talk to the mic.
That'll be an 0-1 from Branch. Breaking ball outside corner, nothing in 2 out of that. It's Levesque, Favada, and Grabowski, 9, 10, and 1 in the Pioneer order to come to the plate. Here in the top of the 8th. Branch sets and fires, breaking ball. Swing and a miss. Levesque down on strike. So here comes Vincent Favada, 1 for 2 in the ballgame, and triple in the top of the 3rd. Was stranded on 3rd base. Rather not stranded. He got thrown out at home plate. By 2 fielders' choice off the bat of Grabowski. And at his last trip to the plate, he bounced to shortstop in the 6th. Takes the fastball low and away in the dirt. 1-0. Range fires. Swing and a miss. 1 more. Middle of the river fires. Fly ball to right field from Favada, pretty well hit, going back onto this corner. So Favada's retired. It's done for Grabowski. Pitch to Grabs, a fly ball into shallow left center field. Charging out is the shortstop Castro. Muckdogs 7-1 Pioneers Baseball Network. Welcome back to Pioneers Baseball. Jacob Moniz takes the mound for the bottom of the 8th inning. It's Sean Mendez to the plate, who swings and misses on the first offering he sees from Moniz. Count 0-1. Mendez in the ball game 0 for 3. It's the 6, 7, and 8 in the Batavia order. Mendez followed by Espinal and Vesco. in the 8th. Ball on the ground slowly to the shortstop. Grabowski charges in, fires off balance in time. Nice play. Nice recovery on a bit of an awkward pop from Grabowski to retire in this for out number 1. Pioneers got a run at the top of the first inning. A sac fly off the bat of Brett Baker. Since then, Elmira has built the score. One out in the bottom of the 8th, and here comes the left-handed hitting first baseman, Justin Aspinall. First pitch from Monis, fastball rolled on the ground and directly for a base hit past the forehand strike of Brody. A one-out single off the bat of Espo. So with one out and a one-run, here comes the right-handed hitting extra hitter Jacob Vesco against Monis for his first trip to the plate. 1 for 3 in the ball game is Vesco, distributing an RBI single in the bottom of the 6th inning. As part of the 2-run home half of the 6th for Batavia. First offering from Monis is a fastball high and in tight. And to count 1 ball and no strikes on Vesco. From Monis, driving to right center field, long run for Baker. It's over and spinning over and fielding it, throwing it back in is Bovada. Two on with one out, 52nd hits after that. The second baseman, Walker. 3 for 3 in the ball game, 3 hits. He's come around to score twice, once in the 3rd and once in the 5th. Espinal leads off the 2nd, Vesco off the 1st. 1 out, home half of the 8th, Batavia up by 6. Monis, 1 look at 2nd, kicks and fires from the right side of the rubber, and the fastball is high and 1-0. No. Fly ball into left field. Ranging over is Lebec, and he puts it away for out number 2. So Walker retired for the first time in the ball game. A 3 for 4 night for him, and rounding out the taking back order is Trey Sanders from the right side, 2 on the 2 out. Gets his sign, comes set. First offering. There's a breaking ball low and inside. 1-0. Monis deals. Fastball away. 2-0. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Pioneers will have their last chance to scrape across a rally at the top of the 9th. Elmira in danger of going 0-4 here at Dwyer Stadium this year. Fastball high and away, 3-0. From Monis to the right-handed hitting Hammond with the leadoff man Braden Horton on deck. Rio squaring the butt, drawing it back and taking a called strike. Is Hammond, it's 3-1. 3-1, fastball right down Broadway from 3-0 to a full count. Monis a pitch away from getting out of the bottom of the 8th. Time called, last second time from Hammond. swing and a miss from him, and that's strike 3.
Or your
That's the end of the inning. No runs and 2 hits, and 1 runs on base. We'll head to 7-1 Batavia on the Pioneers Baseball Network. Welcome back to Pioneers Baseball as we enter the top of the 9th inning. A new pitcher in the ballgame for the Batavia Muckdogs. It's the southpaw Evan Hollinsworth, second lefty to come into the ballgame. First lefty reliever for the Batavia Muckdogs. Breaking ball inside to TJ Grimesti, count 1-0. It's the 2, 3, and 4 in the Pioneers order. Grimesti followed by Smith and Baker here in the top of the 9th. 1-0 from Hollinsworth. Fastball outside, 2-0. 1 run on 6 hits and no errors for the Pioneers. 7 runs on 11 hits and 1 error for the Batavia Muckdogs. 2-0 with nobody out. Swing and a miss. Cuts through the fastball at 2-1. TJ in the ball game 1 for 3, an infield single at the top of the first. A fly ball to right in the third. A fly ball to center in the fifth. Check that, 6th inning. 2-1, breaking ball inside, 3-1. Pioneers have minimally guaranteed a winning record in 2025. Even should they drop tonight's ball game and tomorrow's to Geneva, they finished 22-21-1, 22 wins, 21 losses, and 21
Sounds like someone
ties.
needs to call Tri-County.
They've done another good job with Andy Drum at the helm this season. 5th season as Pioneers manager. This is only the 2nd time in which he's missing the playoffs. Check swing by Gillespie. He got a strike 3 on the playoff pitch from Hellingsville. Gillespie retires for the 3rd time today. First strikeout for Hellingsworth and the first for Gillespie in the ballgame. Top of the 9th inning with 1 out and the bases empty.
Designated hitter number 8, Cooper Smith.
So here comes Cooper Smith with 1 out, lefty on righty matchup. First offering from Hollingsworth. Fastball, low and inside, 1-0. Batavia will host Jamestown tomorrow. Pioneers will travel over to Geneva to take on the Red Wings. 1-0 1-0, fastball low, 2 balls, no strikes. Niagara Falls Americans in 7 innings, taking down Geneva 17-6. It's just now a final at Falcon Park in Auburn. The Doubledays take it down to the Newark Pilots 12-2. Niagara and Auburn keep the pressure up. Jamestown won earlier, and seemingly Batavia in position to win the ball game here. 2-0. Fist knocked into the back to jam shot to first. Espinal's going to flip to the bag at first. That was where Fist play just in time. 3-1 play goes to the Tires Smith. The base is empty. The Pioneers are down to their final. So it's Brett Baker that represents the last chance for the Pioneers this evening. Baker 0 for 3 in the ballgame. Bouncer first a fly ball to left and a sac fly in an RBI at the top of the first. Lone run driven in the ballgame for the Pioneers. Lefty on lefty, Hollingsworth looking to lock down the victory for Batavia, which would be their 18th in 23 ball games here at Dwyer Stadium. Fires fastball low and away. 1-0 to Baker. Swings and misses. 1-1 with 2 out. Baker fouls the third base side out of play. The Pioneers are down to their final strike. Centralis Health is the official healthcare provider for your Elmira Pioneers. Next time you need medical attention, make sure you visit Centralis for all the needs service of the year in Central New York. 1-2 from Hollingsworth to Baker with 2 men. Sets and fires, breaking ball off the foot, 2-2. The back-to-back West Division champion Pioneers want to thank Larry and Boy Central Elmira for being managed on the Pioneers. Great place to stay or local event. Visit them on the first street in downtown Elmira. 2-2 all the way to Baker. Fastball. Under the side of that order of his hands, he to complete a single stop in the last inning. Batavia Muckdogs 7-1 at Dwyer Stadium. Batavia at 30-13 in Washington is the BGCBL Western Division. And that'll be tonight's ball game. Pioneers tonight's Batavia 18-4 in 22 ball games. 6 hits and no errors for the Pioneers. 7 runs and 11 hits and 1 error. Batavia Muckdogs. That'll do it for our live coverage tonight on the Pioneers Baseball Network. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for the regular it's the Elmira Pioneers. I'm Farrell Hudson.
Elmira 1 run on 6. What a picture of the next game is the big was gathered in Canada. The loss goes